Hey guys, happy Friday! So let's talk today. I love popping on here every week to just give you guys some value, and then today I'm actually bundling that in with a very exciting announcement. But first, let's talk about the little headline that I just put up there, right? So raise your hand if you are trying to lose weight and you have been maybe starting to walk and you are thinking, oh man, like walking is kind of like a nice way, an easy way to start losing weight, but you only get so far. And maybe you start thinking about the possibility of trying to walk a certain distance, because setting a goal like that is really cool and it's exciting and it's more inspiring, right? And then you try to start doing that and your body does not take it well, right? I know so many people when they first start, especially if they start trying to walk and like maybe even jog a little bit, or maybe you've got a history of trying to run and it just not going well. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit today because I've seen so many people wanting to do this. And so let's I can't talk today. Okay. Let's talk about this and address it head on. Because so many people, when you want to start losing weight, you're looking for like, what is the simplest thing I can start doing that I can do easily, I can do it daily, and it's going to start getting me results. And walking is a huge one. Walking is incredible. New moms too, when you're wanting to start losing that baby weight, the easiest thing and sometimes the only thing that you can do, especially if you need to get that kid to take a nap, is to go for a walk, right? But you only get so far with that, right? Eventually you kind of stop seeing any progress. And so you start thinking, okay, maybe I need to take this up a notch and, start doing more, either working up to running, or maybe you even want to set that goal of like a 5K because it's a cool goal, especially if you've never done it. Just thinking about how awesome it would be to be able to walk or run a 5K, especially if you've never done it before. And walking gets kind of boring after a while, right? Like unless you're out on a gorgeous hike or something, you can only do so much walking before you're like, I don't want to go for a walk today. But when you have that goal, it gets you inspired. It helps you really want to start doing it every day. It makes it easier to start losing the weight too, because then you're inspired and you want to do it every day, right? But so many people, I know when you start trying to do this, you try it and you get those burning legs, or the burning lungs are the worst. The side stitches are the worst. That's why as a kid, I never ran because like I got all of it, right? It was the burning legs, the burning lungs, the side stitches, feeling like you were totally gassed out after 5 minutes, and it's just embarrassing. Like I couldn't keep up with the other kids, and I'm sure many of you have had a similar experience, especially if you weren't terribly active as a child. Or maybe you've had kind of the opposite experience where you were super active as a kid, you never had issues, and then as an adult, you've kind of like fallen off and you're trying to get back into it, and you're just like, my body is not okay with this anymore, and it's frustrating. So I wanted to talk about this because I have been there. I've experienced that frustration, but then I've also been on the other side where I have built up to being able to run a 5K and then a 10K, and now I'm training for a half marathon, which is really cool and kind of crazy. And there's definitely part of me that's still like, yeah, it's not going to happen, but we'll see, right? Because that's the fun of it. You set these cool goals and then you see what you can do. You see what your body is capable of. But if you want to do that and then you're getting faced with a body that is like, no, I don't like this. I feel like garbage when you're doing this, so stop it. It's really demoralizing to like watch that little dream kind of go out the window. So I wanted to talk about that today because you're definitely not alone. Many people, myself included, athletes included, everyone's been there and experienced it. And I want you to know that you can lose weight, that walking or running are incredible ways of losing weight. It's kind of like a lifetime sport in a sense, because you can do it anytime, anywhere. So I want you to know that it is a very good option. And you can actually feel comfortable doing it, you can overcome the burning legs and the burning lungs and the side stitches and feeling like you're gassed out after 5 minutes. There is a way to overcome that, because actually if you are experiencing that, then you're not doing real cardio. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, because I think most people, you decide you're going to walk or run a certain distance, right? And so you get maybe the Couch to 5K program. You download some kind of like walk run progression, right? But they just tell you like, here's your walk runs, now go do it. And you're like, okay, cool. And you do it for like a week or two, and then your body hates it and you give up, right? And so what I wanted to talk about today is that's not cardio. And it's a huge problem with these free programs, with these like cookie cutter programs, is that they're not actually teaching you how to do it right. So when you first start, and this is one I heard all the time, like in elementary school and PE as well, and it drove me nuts. It still drives me nuts when people say this. So when you first start trying to walk or run, tell me if you get this kind of crummy advice. So breathe with your belly. Have you heard that one? I hate that one. What does that mean, right? Breathe with your belly. So those of you guys who just did my core challenge, we're just wrapping that up today. Let me know if you need to get in on that, by the way. There is still time to get in on that. I will send it all to you over the weekend. But I taught everyone how to actually breathe properly, because breathe with your belly doesn't help. It doesn't tell anyone anything, and it actually can teach really bad breathing form. So if you've heard breathe with your belly and you're like, what the heck does that mean? You're not alone. That's bad advice. So if you have heard push through it, it'll get better eventually. Is it just me who just wants to punch someone in the face who says that? Because it doesn't work. And pushing through it is one of the worst pieces of advice that you will ever get, because it's teaching you to not listen or respect or honor your body. And I hate that so much, because that just leads to injury. It leads to people hating exercise or believing that they're not meant to exercise, which is just not true at all. Our bodies are built to move and to enjoy moving. And so if anyone's telling you to push through something not feeling good, then please don't listen to them. Please listen to your body and stop. And we'll talk about that more in a minute. But push through it, it'll get better eventually is terrible advice. It will never work. So don't listen to that. The third piece of terrible advice I know people get a lot when it comes to trying to do cardio is just do it every day. You'll learn to like it. Another one, like I just want to like shake someone who says that, because it's not true. You have to find ways to move your body that are enjoyable, because if you're just trying to push through it every single day and you're hating it, it's not going to get better. Let me tell you, it's really not. And then you're going to be creating this really horrible, unhealthy relationship with exercise where you're just like, I hate exercise. And then you're robbing yourself of the magic that can be exercise and the magic that can be cardio and all of it. It's when you find ways to move your body and you are able to do it consistently because you enjoy it, the results that you can get with your physical, with your body, with how good your body looks and how good it feels, that's incredible. But the confidence and the trust that you get to build with yourself when you start getting results, it's out of this world what you can feel and how powerful you can become as a person when you actually get results from exercise that you actually enjoy. So please don't listen to all those horrible pieces of advice of breathe with your belly, just push through it, or just do it every day. You'll learn to like it. Like none of that's going to happen, and that's not a good mentality. And it's like if you have been hearing that advice and trying to do it and trying to make like a Couch to 5K program work, it's no wonder that you have not been able to do it, because it's terrible advice. So when you want to actually lose weight and do a 5K or build up to being able to walk or run any distance, which by the way is like I was saying, it's an incredible way of losing weight and really cultivating lifelong health and fitness. But you do have to do it right? So what does doing it right look like? So someone needs to teach you how to breathe properly, right? Let's address that one. So like I said, if you missed the core challenge and you want me to teach you how to breathe properly, it's free. Let me know, drop your name in the comments, and you can send me a DM, and with your email, I'll send you all of the goodies. So you can start learning how to breathe properly, because that's not just for cardio. That's for life and stress management and just overall health and well-being. So that's a great one. But you also need to learn how to pace yourself properly. I was saying how if you're getting the burning legs, burning lungs, the side stitches, feeling gassed out 5 minutes in, that's not actually cardio. That's not real cardio, because you're actually creating this environment where your body is like grasping for oxygen. It is not getting the oxygen it needs, therefore it's not cardio. Cardio is where you can actually maintain a fairly low to moderate intensity pace for a while, like where you feel like you could just keep going forever, really, once you hit a certain point with your fitness. So that's real cardio. It's a form of exercise that's actually, it's very rhythmic, it's very healing, it's very stress relieving. Like, let me tell you, when I started being able to do that, my patience with my kids and my stress levels, it was incredible. I was like a whole new person. And when I don't get my runs on a regular basis, I am a beast. So when you can do it right, it's really incredible. It's really special. And it becomes this very important part of your stress relief. And that's why you see so many people that get like addicted to running. It's because it has become such a healthy and wholesome thing that they can do for their bodies and their health. So it's just wonderful. Take my word for it. And I'm going to tell you how you can do that here in just a minute. So the other things that, to kind of address the terrible advice I was just talking about, like you need to learn how to breathe properly. You got to learn how to pace yourself to be able to build up your confidence and your ability to enjoy it. But you also have to be listening to your body. Kind of what I just talked about, right? You listen to your body. Don't just push through it. You're actually cultivating this very positive relationship with your body when you're doing this properly. And so you actually do feel amazing when you are running or when you're doing any exercise. Oh, thank you. I love the likes. Thank you. And more importantly than anything, and this is kind of the big issue I see with these, like the free to download Couch to 5K programs, is those programs don't tell you that all the things that you actually need to be doing in order to not only successfully complete that program, but to also lose weight and build health and fitness. Because you can't just take the walk, run workouts and go do them and expect the weight to magically fall off. Or expect to get super fit or to get super healthy and to do all of that without burning out or getting injured. It's just not even possible. That's why most people luckily stop in the program before they get to that injured point and that burned out point. But then like it's kind of killed your desire to do it again, right? And so that is why I have a huge issue with those programs, with the free ones, because they fail to give you the complete package. They fail to give you the actual formula that you need for success. And so let's talk about that success formula, because many of you probably know, and I talk about it periodically, that I have a genetic hypermobility disorder. Technically speaking, every doctor out there would tell you that if you have this disorder, the one thing you absolutely should never do is run. And I run. So the reason being, and this is not me being like, disregard medical advice, or, do something just because they told you not to do it. I'm not saying that at all. What happened was I wanted to run. I had this deep burning desire. Like my body was begging me to run. And I knew that the doctors had said not to, that high impact is not good, blah, blah, blah. my body wanted to run. And this comes back to that idea of listen to your body. And so I knew that obviously pushing through it and it being painful and unpleasant was a sign that I was not doing it right. And so I decided I was going to see if I could find a way to make running not only enjoyable, but beneficial to my health. And you know what? I did. I found it, and it was really awesome because so it actually builds on the core challenge that I'm just wrapping up with my group. So again, if you want in on the core challenge, let me know. But what I did was I was in physical therapy, so like I was doing this while supervised, of course. But I was in physical therapy, and we were rebuilding all of these muscles, making sure all the joints were properly stabilized. And so once I got kind of the clearance to start running, we went super duper slow. We really focused on breathing, on making sure my core was strong enough, making sure all of my muscles were strong enough, and that I was fully aware of my body as I was running and really pacing myself appropriately by listening to my body. And it was incredible. Within I started physical therapy in January of 2019, and by May, I ran my first 5K. And that was incredible. I was told I would never walk more than a mile, and I ran it. I ran a 5K, and I know that you guys can do it too. So that being said, I went on because it's great if I can do it, right? But I started using everything I'd been learning about taking care of myself. I started using that for my clients. And then I had this amazing girl, Alex, who might pop in here at some point. I don't know. I'll probably tag her. Alex started doing this too, and we used the same method for her. And then we got to watch her go from dealing with asthma and not being able to run to being able to run her first 5K without having asthma attacks. So it was like this incredible light bulb moment where we were like, oh my gosh, this program works. And it not only helps you overcome medical issues, but it helps you feel this level of confidence and this power in your body and this belief and trust in yourself that we never knew was possible. And so it was really special. So now that program has not only helped me run a 5K, and then I ran a 10K 2 months later, now I'm training for my first half marathon because that was supposed to be in 2020, but you guys all know what happened in 2020, right? So Alex ran her first 5K. She went on to run a 10K, multiple 10Ks at this point. And so now she's training for her first half marathon as well, which is just so cool to watch this approach that no one seems to talk about, learning how to breathe properly, learning how to engage your core properly, and then actually taking a multifaceted approach to a running program where you're actually nourishing your body, you're listening to your body, you're resting appropriately, managing your stress. And it's it all comes together, and watching this work so well for so many people has just been so mind-blowing. I love it. And that's why I wanted to share it. So I went ahead and packaged it up into what I'm calling the complete Couch to 5K experience. So now, starting in May, starting May 17th, I'm going to be running the first complete full group program of putting as many people as I can through this program so that you can lose weight, so that you can actually cross that finish line for the first time, or maybe the second or third, or however many you've run. But so you're going to cross the finish line actually enjoying the process, boosting your energy instead of getting burned out, injury proofing your body instead of getting injured, and then just loving the process instead of having to feel miserable while you try to accomplish this truly incredible goal of walking or running a 5K. So I'll be dropping the link here soon. This is kind of the big official announcement that this program is now happening. Yay! So I'm so excited. It's, like I said, it's been life-changing for me. It's been life-changing for Alex, as well as many of my other clients. So I'm really excited to share this program and to finally package it up, because quite frankly, I'm sick of watching people get frustrated with trying to do cardio and hating every minute of it and hating exercise in general and starting to believe that weight loss isn't possible for them and that enjoying exercise isn't possible for them, because it absolutely is. So I'm going to go ahead and post the link here in a minute so that you guys can start checking out the complete Couch to 5K experience. See if that's something that you're interested in. It's got all of the info on there. A lot of what I just talked about actually all nicely summed up and less wordy, since, I like to jabber. But for right now, for this weekend through Monday, I'm going to be offering it with an early bird bonus. For anyone who signs up, you can get it for 20% off, which is super exciting. And so in the program, we're going to cover all of it. We're going to cover the walk, run, walk run workouts. I'm going to teach you those cardio foundations that they all fail to teach you, like how to breathe, how to work your core, how to listen to your body, how to actually pace yourself so that you can make the progress that you've been after instead of just like plowing through like a bull in a china closet, right? You're going to get the injury proofing workouts that you need as well. Those are never included in these other Couch to 5K programs. So you're going to get the injury proofing workouts that you need to make sure that you are supporting yourself outside of the walk runs. And it's going to accelerate your results as well, weight loss wise, and then overall health and fitness wise. You'll get the nutrition coaching, which I'm so excited to build this into the program, because I ran this as like a beta test last year, but it didn't have the nutrition coaching in it because I wasn't a nutrition coach, and now I am. And so I'm so excited to get to include that. It's going to have the custom nutrition coaching. And then, of course, you've got the coaching and the accountability and the support from me the whole way through, as well as everyone else in the program. So it's going to be a really fun experience. And then, of course, at the end, you cross that finish line, you lose 10 pounds, maybe even more, and you get to discover how much your body is capable of. And I'm so excited to share that with you. So go ahead and check it out. I'll drop the link here in a sec. And you can sign up right then and there if you want. If you have questions, let me know. But like I said, the early bird bonus goes away on Monday, and then registration closes May 14th because we're going to get started on May 17th. It's an 8-week program. We're going to get you from maybe not walking at all, maybe already walking, but I'll be able to tailor this kind of to what you're needing. So if you've already walked a 5K and want to start running, we can do that. And if you've already done the 5K and want to do more, we can do that too. But this is really designed so if you've not even walked or run at all, you can make it happen, you can make it work exactly how you need it. So I'll drop the link here. Let me know if you guys have questions, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'm so excited to share this with you. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.